Welcome to our SCC Prepared workshop. We are the Emergency Programs and Housing Services of Santa Clara County. Today I will cover the following topics: fire safety, family emergency plan, flood preparedness, wildfire safety, emergency supply kit, earthquake preparedness, and power outages. Fire safety. If you look at the left image, it shows 5 different fires. Each fire has a letter associated with it, which is also shown on the fire extinguishers. Make sure to check which type of fires your extinguisher can put out. Fires A are common combustibles such as wood, paper, cloth, etc. B is for flammable liquids such as gases, propane, and solvents. C is for electrical equipment such as computers, fax machines, printers. D is for combustible metals such as magnesium, lithium, and titanium. And K is for cooking media such as cooking oils and fats. If you look on the right picture is the fire triangle. A fire has 3 components: oxygen, heat, and fuel. Eliminating one of these components will put out the fire. How to use a fire extinguisher. There is a 4-step process to use a fire extinguisher. There's an acronym called PASS to remember how to use this fire extinguisher. P, pull the pin on the fire extinguisher handle. A, aim the nozzle or horn of the extinguisher at the base/bottom of the fire. S, squeeze the handles together. And then S, sweep the extinguisher from side to side as if you're using a broom. It's important to note that you have about 15 seconds to use the extinguisher. Fire extinguisher maintenance. Must maintain and fully charged and operational. Must keep in their designated location at all times, except during use. Must conduct an annual maintenance check. Must do visual inspection monthly.
It is important to remember that a fire extinguisher only lasts up to 15 seconds. For this reason, it is important to practice the next steps. Pull the key, aim the hose at the base of the fire, squeeze the 2 levers and move the hose left and right.
Fire procedure. There are 4 essential steps to take if you discover a fire. It's important to remember the term RACE. R, rescue anyone in immediate danger of the fire. A, alarm. Activate the nearest fire alarm and call your fire response telephone number. C, contain the fire by closing all doors in the fire area. And E, extinguish small fires. If the fire cannot be extinguished, leave the area and close the door. You should know location of nearest fire extinguishers and alarm pull boxes, the fire location, room number and building, all fire exits in your work area. Gas meter shut-off. If you see bubbles, fog, mist, smell rotten eggs, or hear a hissing or whistling, do the following steps. Step 1. Locate your natural gas meter. 2. Find the natural gas shut-off valve. 3. Shut-off valves. Family emergency planning. Collect and share important information. Share the following information with every family member: neighborhood meeting place, out of neighborhood meeting place, out of town meeting place, work location, school or child care locations, and phone numbers. Make a family emergency sheet. Keep this information in backpack, purse, or wallet, and post the family emergency plan in a place where everyone can see it. Schedule meetings with families to review the plans. Practice and create the plan with everyone in the family at least once a year before the natural disaster occurs. And it's important to communicate any updates or changes that you may have to your emergency plan. Flood preparedness. During a flood, follow guidance from your local authorities. Move to higher ground and be cautious of flashing floods. Stay away from large bodies of water that may contain bacteria and cause electrical shock. It's important to note that 6 inches of fast-moving water can knock over and carry away an adult. 12 inches of fast-moving water can carry away a small car, and 18 to 24 inches of fast-moving water can carry away most large SUVs, vans, and trucks. After a flood, Wait until authorities declare it safe to return to your area and give the all clear. Before entering, water should be at floor level. Check for structural damage. Wear PPE, boots, gloves, safety goggles, and a mask as shown on the image on the right. Disinfect interior surfaces, photograph damage, and contact your insurance for assessment. Wildfire safety. Wildfire prevention. Zone 1. Lean, clean, and green zone. Zone 1 extends 30 feet from building structures, decks, etc., or to your property line, whichever is closer. Zone 2. Reduced fuel zone. Zone 2 extends from 30 feet to 100 feet from buildings, structures, decks, etc., or to your property line, whichever is closer. After a wildfire, stay away from your home or business until fire officials tell you it's safe to return. Do not drink or use water from the faucet until emergency officials say it's safe. Discard any food that had been exposed to heat, smoke, flood, waters, or soot. Keep a fire watch. Look for smoke or sparks throughout the house, ash pits or hidden embers. Stay away, they can burn you. Emergency supply kit. Emergency supply kit. Build a stay kit for sheltering in place, minimum of 3 days. Water, 3 gallons for each person in house per day. Food, non-perishable food, example, canned meat, soup, dried fruits, etc. Keep in mind special dietary needs and avoid salty foods that can dehydrate you. And toiletries such as toilet paper, hand soap, or hand sanitizer. Convert your stay kit to a go bag by adding the following: important family documents such as copies of ID, insurance, or passports, cash such as small bills like 1s and 5s, a map highlighting different ways to get out of your neighborhood, medication list and other important medical information, and an updated contact list, local and distant family friends, and a checklist for all your supplies. Other recommended items for your stay kit or your go bag. Communication items such as battery-powered and or hand-crank radios, NOAA weather radio with tone alert, batteries and whistles. Safety such as flashlights, masks, hand sanitizer, plastic ties, Ziploc bags. Tools such as wrench, can opener, maps, scissors, and tape. Medical such as first aid kit, glasses, contact lenses. Non-prescription medication like Tylenol, aspirin, ibuprofen, allergy medication, and lastly, essentials for pets.
Emergency supply kit. Staying prepared for an emergency is essential. A well-stocked emergency kit can help you and your family survive for several days in the event of a power outage, flood, or other disaster. As in this example, we look at the materials that are added to an emergency kit, such as personal documents, scissors, toilet paper, flashlight, can opener, cold compress, instant and protective glasses.
Earthquake preparedness. What to do before an earthquake. 6 ways to plan ahead. Check for hazards in the home. Identify safe places indoors and outdoors. Educate yourself and family members. Have disaster supplies on hand. Go kit batteries. Develop an emergency communication plan and help your community get ready. What to do during an earthquake. If you're indoors, stay inside and stand against a wall near the center of the building. Stand in a doorway or crawl under heavy furniture such as a desk or table, and make sure to hold on. Stay away from windows and doors. If you're outdoors, stay away from power lines or anything that can fall. If you're in a car, pull over, stop the car, and stay inside the vehicle until the earthquake stops. What to do after an earthquake. Check yourself and others for injuries. Check water, gas, and electric lines for damage. Turn on the radio. Stay out of damaged buildings. Be careful around broken glass and debris. And stay away from beaches or damaged areas. Power outages. Be aware. Stay clear from any downed electrical lines and dial 911 to report their location. Know where your fuse and or circuit breaker boxes are located and how to check them. The emergency phone number of your natural gas and electric providers should always be available. and make sure a certified electrician installs your generator properly if you have one. Power outage tips. Keep refrigerator and freezer door closed as much as possible. Turn off and unplug all unnecessary electrical equipment, including sensitive electronics. Never use a generator or other gasoline, propane, natural gas, or charcoal burning devices indoors. It's important to know which food is safe to eat after temperature change. The foods on the left are safe to be eaten if they are held above 40 degrees for more than 2 hours. The foods on the right, such as meat, poultry, or seafood, soft cheeses, milk, cream, yogurt, and other dairy products, open baby formula, eggs and egg products, dough or cooked pasta, or any cooked or cut produce must be thrown away after temperature changes. Medication, unless the labels specify otherwise, properly dispose of any medication that needs to be refrigerated if the power is out for longer than a day. For more information on disaster preparedness, you can contact Catholic Charities of Santa Clara County Emergency Programs and Housing Services by email or our hotline phone number. Are you ready for a disaster? Doing some small things today can help make you and your family's life safer when disaster strikes. LISTOS California has free materials in many languages that you can use and share to promote disaster preparedness in your home and community.